Okay, so we're about done cutting. I do want to mention to you as you're cutting out, and you'll see these little lines on the outside that are just to indicate motion. Don't worry about those. Cut those away because you're going to be layering and you'll see those motion lines on the back side. Also, when you're cutting, and I'm sorry if my hand's in the way here, if you're cutting, turn the paper instead of the scissors. So you keep the scissors basically from moving, and this is getting hard to hold and keep it from blocking the camera, so bear with me. Okay, there we go. So now he's all done, but now what we want to do is we want to cut that out. You don't have to. You could leave it if you are, have a X-Acto knife phobia and don't want to mess with it. Just leave it. It's not a big deal. But I like at this point, I've done so much detail work that to me that's simple. So I'm going to use an X-Acto knife or a cutting blade and cut these out. Now, smaller strokes, multiple times is better than trying to cut it in one swell swoop. When I get to a small point like this, I just press down on the X-Acto. I don't even try to slice. I just basically cut it by pressing down. I'll clean it up a little bit more, but voila, we have our little monkey. Now, I've gone ahead and here's my animals. The thing is about handcrafted work, you're going to have variations. I got to looking at my card versus what I just did here, and my elephant is a different gray. I ended up using a different gray, but that's okay. That's what makes it handcrafted. It makes it unique to each one. Makes it a little different. Okay? Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I've already popped these. I just need to pop the monkey. Now remember, he's going to be sitting on the hippopotamus, so I don't need to put any kind of pop dots or foam tape down here. I'm just going to really kind of put it here. So let me get the foam tape, cut a couple pieces. I won't need very much. Piece here, right in the center of his head, and a couple smaller pieces on his hands. And I think I am going to put one more little piece right here on his body. Okay? So now we get the fun task of peeling the backing. Probably shouldn't have done him first. That's alright. So let's pull this out. Let's go ahead and do the hippo. And I think these are my family members. I've decided these are my family members. I'm going to be the elephant because they're smart. The lion's going to be my daughter because, well, she took all my hair. The monkey's going to be my son for sure. And the hippo, well, that's what's left over. That has to be my husband. So we're going to pop the hippo. We're popping Daddy right there. And we're going to, that didn't sound good. We're gonna, sorry, it's late and I got the giggles. Anyway, you can see where I cut away the back legs, and that kind of really looks neat. Imagine if we layered another one with just the head of the hippo. But the motion lines that I cut around, it shows up that way. Now, I'm going to put the lion on, my daughter, who's got the full head of hair that I used to have. I'm never going to let her live that down. Okay, so just be careful with the pop dots, because you don't have a lot of room for pop dots. You might even have an easier time taking the pop dot and sticking it between the two, like that. And then you can always take a little adhesive so that'll stay down a little bit. And then here comes my son, the monkey, and he's going to be taking a piggyback ride. Alright, a monkey back ride. No, a hippo back ride. Alright, so there we go. Oh. Okay, well, we had the foam dot. That's going to be okay there, but you can see how we've popped it. You can see the dimension there. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to go ahead and put our brads in, and we're going to use this horrible Steeler fans. This is my husband's mouse pad, and I had a little neutral black mouse pad, and it's gone. Probably that lion stole it. So what we're going to do, and the reason we're using a mouse pad, is we're going to punch holes right here in the corner, and the mouse pads work just fabulous because they protect your surface, but they give with the piercing. Okay, and just pierce. Alright, so now we're done piercing our holes, and so now what we're going to do is add our brads. And by piercing the holes first, just makes it a lot easier. We don't end up bending our paper up. I shouldn't be doing them with these scissors, but it's what I have right on hand. You could take some wire cutters or a pair of scissors you don't care about too much and snip it. I would advise you though that you keep your eyes closed, because you don't want them to hit you in the face or the eyes. And then just press down, and then we're going to adhere it onto the back. I normally use Tombow Mono adhesive, but I am out of refill, so I'm going to use my Dotto adhesive, and I'm going to put a little extra on the back to make sure it sticks, because that's more of a temporary adhesive. Okay, center it up.